Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations, and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, He Will Avenge Them Speedily. The Lord is going to avenge them speedily. And who is he talking about? He's talking about Esau. You see? Because Esau, I mean, these prophecies are these prophecies are, I mean, they're booming out the speakers right now. You know, every single letter, you know, and every word that YAHAWAHSHI spoke in this Bible it is just undeniable. And 2/3 of Jake, they don't have a clue what's going on. You Jakes that's in these Christian churches and these other, you know, bugged out religion, Kemet, and you trying to do all these different debates and stuff, you don't got a clue on what's going on. You know, prophecy is happening right before our eyes right now. And Esau, these so-called Caucasian white people, they're divided against each other. Without a question. And it goes all the way over there to the bottomless pit, which is that Europe. They're divided. That EU and that NATO and all them countries, they're the same people and they're divided. Esau versus Esau, red versus red. They are all divided against each other. Russia against Iran, America against Russia, and you know, you got France and, you know, all these different EU members, you know, they're divided. That European Union is breaking down. I think it started out with 28 countries that was in that European Union. It gotta be down to at least 20. At least 20, you know, countries that's left in that EU, and it's gonna probably get cut down to about 10 or 12. You know, that Macron, that France president, you know, he talking about pretty much bringing back that they need that Roman Empire, that revival of that Roman Empire, and that goes back to what is that, Daniel? That Daniel, the feet part iron, the feet part iron and part mirror clay. Cause they're completely divided at this point. Esau's on the ropes right now. I just seen something with it was an Edomite, old Edomite. I think he was what in his he had to be close to 100, but he's an ex-war veteran. He was in his little military or he was in his military uniform. What is it? Not the Navy. I think it was the Air Force. One of them he was in, but he's part of the American military for sure. And he was in his uniform, and he got to be like 80, 90 years old. And he basically said everything that Esau has fought for is pretty much going down the drain. The country is not the same. It's not like how it was when he was younger. You know, he said my country is pretty much is going to hell, and it's right. He's right. He's right. This place, America, is completely finished. Just like YAHAWAHSHI said he was going to do. He was going to turn this place into a desolation, a desert. But he's going to start within, because this place is, America is dying and being ripped apart from within. The leadership at the top, your American president, it starts with him. You see, it starts with him. And at this point, America's at the point of no return. You know, but they're divided, like it says in that Daniel chapter 2. You know, they're falling apart. You know, so they're going to try to exalt themselves. And in these last coming days, they got one last little run, and that's that New World Order, and they're going to try to bring in that charagma. They're going to try to bring in that chocolate chip. This will be a quick hit. I just want to I had seen that a little bit ago, and I wanted to, through the Spirit, you know, just do a quick lesson real quick. But I'm gonna go to 2 Thessalonians 2:1. We'll go 2:1. And it reads, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, the Holy Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him. 2, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled." Because, you know, they about to come down. They're going to come down on the men of the Lord. They're coming after the men of the Lord. You see? You know, the Lord is telling you. You know, they're going to be hunting Jake down soon here, because the persecution is coming. Because in that Roman Empire, you know, in that what is that Spanish Inquisition, you know, they were torturing. They weren't them Romans weren't they were not playing. You know, they were doing all type of manner of evil, burning people, you know, putting them to death if you didn't you know, serve them. And that's what's coming. That's exactly what's coming. He said that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of YAHAWAHSHI is at hand. And this is coming close. It's definitely at hand. We're in the last days. We're in the last days. 3, let no man deceive you by any means. And Jake is out here deceived. Jake is all in the Kemet. Jake is completely gone. Jake is shooting up the Bible. Jake is you know, continues to commit adultery. They can continue to do all the backdoor deals with Esau. I mean, completely selling out their people for the bag. You know, just gone. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. For the son of perdition, we all know who the son of perdition is. We already know. Esau. 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahawah, or that is worshipped, so he as YAHAWAHSHI sitteth in the temple of Yahawah, showing himself that he is Yahawah. You see? And if we go to it says he exalts himself in the temple like he's the Lord. So let's go. It tells you right here in what is that? Isaiah. We'll close out in Isaiah. It tells you Esau is exalting himself, and he's pretty much about to come down with holy hell, and pretty much, make everybody bow down to him. And that's what the Lord is saying. He's flying in and out of space, and about to put this technology in you. Like it tells you in Revelation, no man buy or sell. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 14 and 13. And I'll start at 12. I'll start at 12. Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down the ground? How art cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And how did he weaken the nations? With those bombs. What is that? Hiroshima, and what's the other one that he what is it? Nagasaki? If I'm saying it right. But those bombs, that's how he weakened the nations. You see, but now it's been changed up now, because all these other nations, they got nuclear bombs. They got advanced technology too. 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. See, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahawah. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And where is the north? The North America is right over here. The North America, North America. You see? Who's flying in and out of space? Who's going up into the heavens? Who's setting their satellites and space stations up above the earth? Who dictates policy? Who's controlling everything right now? Esau. That's who this is talking about. Esau. You so-called Caucasian white people. You elites that are at the top. You've exalted yourself. And the Lord is about to destroy you. So what did the Lord say? What did the Lord say? He said, I'm going to just cut it off right here. I'm going to end it right here. It says, Isaiah 14:21. I'll go to one more after this. I got one more after this. Salakia. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children. You see, he said, prepare slaughter for his children, Esau's children, for the iniquity of their fathers. You see, just like that old war veteran was saying, what we fought for in my time, it pretty much is all circling the drain now. And his children, are in control and got great jobs and run this country. You see that? Those old Edomite war veterans in World War I and World War II, and, all through the 40s and 50s and 60s, that were in the Army and Navy and military, and here they go fast forward to the year 2000s. They've lived deliciously, them and their family. Some of them ex-war veterans, they got big acres, living over here and somewhere in Missouri or California or Texas, and their sons and grandchildren got all these different businesses and went to all these big time colleges. They've lived great on stolen land. But what did the Lord say? Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. The Lord's going to totally destroy Esau, man. And it even goes back further, because them Romans ransacked the temple, and destroyed the Lord's temple. You see? They destroyed his temple and took all that stuff out, man. And then you fast forward till now, what they've done to Israel, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all through slavery, you know what I mean? All through that Martin Luther King era, the Malcolm X era, the Black Panther era, all the way till now. Gunning down Jake. Like I said, Jake just got gunned down like 80 times. They blew him away. They shot that man they shot that Negro 80 times. Or it was something like that, 70. I mean, come on, man. They don't have no remorse. Their fathers, in them 50s and 60s and 70s, they was hanging Jake. Putting up big signs of color, white folks only and coloreds only. Colored sit outside, white folks go inside the restaurant. They've totally they've destroyed Jake. The iniquity, and then on top of that, all the lies that they've told. They've laid snares for Jake, man. They've lied to the whole world. They've robbed the whole world. They've lied to the whole world. You told a big, big, big fat lie. Painting that picture with who they call Jesus Christ, with them blue eyes and that long blonde hair. You know what I mean? You told a big lie, big lie. Then you turn around and you put Amalek over there in the Holy Land and trying to demonstrate and call them the Lord's chosen people. That's a big fat lie. You've blasphemed the Lord. Man, the list goes on. Then on top of that, you're trying to, like I said, what you've done to Jake, to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You've put them in slavery, beat them, killed them, robbed, murdered them, raped their wives, killed their babies, their children. You have so much blood, you can swim in it. You could get a pool and put all the blood in there. You could literally swim in it. And like he said, prepare slaughter for his children. And the Lord is gathering Esau and these other nations to fight. They're going to fight against each other. There ain't nothing nobody can do. Ain't no peace coming. There's absolutely no peace coming to Esau and to these other nations. But ultimately to you, Esau, ain't nothing nobody can do. Ain't no peace talk. Ain't coming to no agreements and negotiations. None of that. You're out of there. You guys are red versus red, white people versus white people. You're going to fight against each other. And that's just through the power and the spirit of the God of this Holy Bible. The power and the God of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You see? Because the Lord told you that he's bringing famine to this land. He's going to all the food is being taken away. It's going to be he's turning the waters into dry ground in this place. The supplies are dwindling. There's going to be blackouts and food wars and sedition amongst men, buildings burning, explosions, cannibalism. This place is finished. This place is finished. But, I'm going to leave it right there. I was going to go into one more, but I'm going to just close out. I wanted to make this do a quick hit, but, the Lord said he's going to avenge them speedily. So this is why the time is just being speeded up right now. And all these events that are happening. You have more mass shootings. You got 2 mass shootings a day right now in this place. You can guarantee every night that there's at least 2 mass shootings. You know what I mean? And it's gonna get worse than that. And you just seen, what was that? What is it? Tacoma? I think Tacoma, Washington. What I said, a couple officers then got shot at or killed. They're not regarding these policemen and these government officials no more, man. They're not doing that. They going at their necks at this point, man. And soon Jake's gonna lose it. When they take away this food and limit Jake and push Jake into a complete corner, all hell gonna break loose, man. Right along with Esau trying to hunt Jake down, and right along with Esau versus Esau, red versus red. Because you got some Edomites in this country, they don't agree with the President Joe Biden. They're totally against him, and they're ready to take their country back, man. But it ain't gonna happen. So you're gonna have to fight, just like YAHAWAHSHI said, Egyptian against Egyptian. Esau, you're the new Egyptians. This place is Sodom and Egypt, through the customs and the spirit and what Egypt was doing. This is the second Egypt. And like he said, and they shall fight. White people versus white people. The Lord's going to let you destroy yourself. You can't do nothing about it. Ain't no peace talks coming. Ain't no peace talk. Just be prepared to fight each other. Period. So, and war is coming. War is coming. And that's going to be the ultimate avengement. The Lord's gonna avenge you through those ICBM missiles. They're gonna hit and they're gonna burn this place to dust. Call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi. So we continue to watch this unfold, and like the Lord said, He will avenge them speedily. Esau, you got it coming. Your country is finished, man. It's finished, and we are gonna watch the Lord, like He said, He's setting the elect the elect of His children, of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. The Lord said, I will set them in order before thine eyes. And that's what He's doing. That's why you see these men out there, starting with the apostles and elders, on down, and the prophets on down at Great Millstone, and other men out there preaching the same doctrine, across the world, that are Israelites, preaching this word and prophesying the destruction of Esau, man. That's why you see that, and the elect coming back to their heritage and doing thus said the Lord, and then they've came out of this place spiritually and mentally. They stop doing their wickedness. They ain't smoking weed no more. They ain't eating all that garbage. They're celebrating their holy days. Fasting and praying. The spirit. The Yahawaahshi's spirit is gathering His elect, and He's setting them in order right now before everybody's eyes. And the salvation of the hopeful elect is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be something that the world can't comprehend when they see these angels in those UFO chariot vehicles, beaming the elect up. Out of this big disaster that Yahweh Shem Yahawashi is bringing. What I mean? Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. Call halal yimlah Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, BAHASHAM Yahawashi, BAHASHAM Raha Kwadash. Hopefully you were edified. Lord willing, I come back with another lesson. I don't want to write this. I'll come back with you are edified, and continue to watch these prophecies unfold. This is a beautiful time. Beautiful time. I seen that Edomite talking right now, and it juiced me. It juiced me to a whole nother level, because he was hurt. He was hurt. He's hurt. Esau's on the ropes right now. Esau's on the ropes. For what you have done. And the Lord reigned true. The Lord is real. And if you don't believe, Jake, 2/3 of you, Jake, if you don't get in line, if you don't get in line and believe in this, you're going to die right over here on this side. You're going to die horribly. And if you have a family, your family's going to die horribly right along with you, just like Kobe Bryant and his daughter. The Lord ain't playing with you, Jake. Right along with Esau. He's not playing. Judgment must start at the house of Israel. But Esau got it coming. Esau is that's it for Esau. The Lord's going to avenge you speedily. So, I seen that. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.